you've created a big business. When you told me your journey, it was like you wanted to make a difference. There is a bit of a mixed opinions on this. Some people say if you want to do a business, you just go for a business and look at the profitability, look at the numbers. Some people say let it be a purpose driven. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? Can you make a business out of a purpose?
I think you know the answer. A lot of people run their businesses without a purpose, and that's where I think people spend their lives for earning that pound, that dollar, and at the end of that period, if they're not careful, they can have that level of dissatisfaction, that level of lack of fulfillment. And we know plenty of people, I'm sure you do, that have got so much wealth, all the trimmings of success, but yet they don't seem inherently happy. So I think when you're purpose driven, you're not just, so your business becomes about making a difference, about adding value, about solving a problem. And then the way that you conduct that really inspires you, infuses you with the energy, but the satisfaction and the fulfillment of having done a great job. And as you get older and older, I think a lot of people start to feel, well, this should be more fun than it is. This should have given me more, right? My house, my car, my this, my that. I bought another car. I ask people who love cars, for example, I say, how did you feel when you bought this current car? And the usual answer, and I know this because I went through it myself, is not as exciting as I thought. When I bought my first car, oh my gosh, that was incredible. But now I've got whatever that might be. It might be a Bentley or a Rolls Royce or a Ferrari. I know people that are very privileged to have those. And generally it's disappointing. They enjoy having it, but it didn't give them what they wanted. So my point here is that when you're purpose driven, you do so many different things. You look after your teams. You make sure that your customers are well supported, looked after. You act with integrity and then that rubs off on your children. So your children get the right values. And then when you start doing philanthropy, because from that comes, how do I also contribute to society? What do I do with that money? Am I going to just store it in the bank and buy assets, which I'm not going to take with me, right? Or am I going to really use these to make a difference?